Hey guys, Joey Vegas D-Tech. Making another video again. It's going to be a continuation from the first video that I made about VDIs on broken and cut jewelry. I just needed to answer a couple of comments on there, mostly for Sergey, because Sergey left a comment, and I'm going to put it up right here on the video. Where it basically said that I made a big mistake because when I cut the ring, he says that I detected it too close to this. He said this was too close and that this was the reason that the ring started sounding, the ring that I chopped up. He says that this thing here sounded like trash because I had it too close to that. That's not it, Sergey. Trust me. This right here, I'm gonna make a video for you today, just for you. This is gonna be nowhere near that. The whole point of it is, and this can't be dispelled, it's the truth. A ring, no matter if it's made out of this, or if it's made out of pure silver, or some other alloy, if you break that circle, that conductivity of that ring, if you break it, it's gonna go from sounding good to sounding like garbage. No doubt about it. Another individual said that the ring was too hot. Yeah. The ring was too hot. When you cut a ring, if the ring is too hot, that is going to bring the VDI numbers down. I've never heard of that one. But you know what? We're here to dispel wives' tales. So let's do it, guys. We're gonna cut another ring. We're gonna make sure it's absolutely cool, and we're gonna also make sure that this link is not within 10 miles of the test target, so that we can get a conclusive closing to this debacle of broken jewelry sounding bad or good. All right, guys, so let's get on with this video. All right, so we got the ring right here. Nothing's around it. Somebody told me that I made a big mistake. They said, oh, Joey, you need to re-record your thing because in your last video, this thing was too close, and that's the reason why the ring that I tested, it rang low. It's nothing to do with it. We're gonna test this ring right here with nothing around it, and I'm gonna show you again. It will ring low, okay? So let's go ahead and take this ring. There's nothing around it, okay? That's it. Simplex is on. Let's take a reading. 71. A bunch of junk and trash, right? Remember when I had this one ring here, a complete ring? $79 to $84. And then when I actually took all four of these and I chopped up one ring, it took this from 84 to garbage. And the same thing is going to happen with this ring here. Nothing around it. Once again, Simplex. So let's cut this ring in half. We'll put a slit in it, and then we're going to come back and take another reading. Now, guys, I hate cutting this coin. This is one of those. What do they call that? Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings rings here, where when the precious, that ring, whatever the hell that is, it's got that ring with all of those Mirador languages that are written into it. I thought it was a cool ring, but I don't want to cut any really good rings. I think I've cut plenty of rings already. I've already cut one silver class ring, and then I've already had two more silver rings cut. Right? I'm not into cutting jewelry just to make people happy, so I'm going to do one last one. This one I don't care too much about, but once again, I don't like cutting rings, but we're going to cut this ring. And the whole point of this, guys, it doesn't matter what the material is, whether it be full silver, full gold, titanium, whatever. The point of the matter is, when you take the profile, the reason why I cut that is I took the profile from a perfect circle to a half circle. And I want to say does the profile and the shape of it change the actual way the VDI rings up? What will this ring in a perfect circle? What will this ring? And then if I cut it, if I put a slit in it, what will it ring? That is the point of this video, not the point of composition or proximity. It's just shape. This shape will ring a certain way. Cut a slit in it, it'll ring a different way. All right? I don't want to dispel all the heat of the ring. The ring was too close to some other things. No, it wasn't. This is correct. This is going to ring a certain way in its full form. You break it, you break the conductivity of this ring, it's going to ring something completely different. That's it. Okay, this is not hot, but once again, for the guy that said that it's the heat that's going to change the numbers, we'll just drop that in there again to cool it down. Should be very well cool. I don't feel nothing. I don't feel any heat at all. Now, let's take this over there and ring it again. What did this come in as? 71, 72? Let's see what it comes in as now, okay? I'm gonna set it down. We're gonna make sure nothing is around here, okay guys? Nothing. It's completely alone by itself. Just the ring. No tricks, no voodoo, nothing. Let's cut the Simplex back on. It's back in the same mode, Park 2. Sensitivity's down 2 notches. I have nothing notched out. Let's see if it changes the way it rings. It brought it all the way down to 38 to 40. All right. So guys, you just seen it right there. You saw it was 71 to begin with. That's too close, right? Okay, so we're going to move it all the way. This detector can't pick that up, man. Over there, it can't pick it up. There's nothing over here. This was 71. All right, guys, so 30 VDI numbers it dropped. Okay, from a 78 to a 35, 42, something like that. So it's dropped clearly 30 VDI numbers just because I made that slit in it. Okay, so there is no denying the fact. I've already showed you guys. I cut this ring right here. That's one silver. This ring right here is another silver. And this ring here is another silver. All 3 of these rings I cut, and I just cut this one for you guys today. So there's 4 rings right there. In each one of those rings, these silver rings right here were, in the last video, you saw these rings were 95. And when I cut them, they dropped them to the point that they don't even detect right anymore. I think I put them under, I think they came up at 13, right? So there, let's just dispel that. There's no more. They're not hot. There's no other interference around them. You take a round ring like this, you cut it, the numbers completely will cut in half, period, okay? If you want, why don't you post a video of you taking a ring, ring it up in front of us, show us that the number is whatever it is, then cut it and put it back on the ground and ring it over again and show us that the number holds. Because I can guarantee you that the number will not hold. They will drop, period. Alrighty guys, so let's do this test. This was the silver ring that I had in my last video that I cut. And you saw in that video, it was a 95 to begin with, okay? And it does have that break in it right there. And one more time, let's show you what this thing does, okay? So nothing is around the test area, guys, okay? Nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and take this ring right now, right here, Put it right there. There's nothing around here to interfere with it. And here's what it sounds like once it's busted. Now, I don't know about you. I don't know that I would dig that. It is a ring, you know. It is a silver ring. But the way it sounded there, bro, I don't know that I'll dig that. You know, would you? So we're going to set this off to the side there. And here's another silver ring that I cut. This thing also rang up in the 90s to begin with. And then I did a little cut inside of it right there. All right. So you guys see, I have one silver ring sitting right there. And I have another one right over here. I'm going to put this right over here, far away from that ring. And we're going to see what this thing rings like. Again, it rings like trash now. I wouldn't dig that up. And over there, same thing. All right, guys. So there we have it, man. Cut silver ring, sounds like garbage. Two silver ring cut, both sound like garbage. I wouldn't dig them. Unfortunately, I would lose out on two rings. And there was that one link. So it doesn't even matter the alloy. This thing is just a steel link. Steel link, silver ring, two more silver rings, and a silver plated ring. All of them behave the exact same way. All right, guys, so just to wrap this video up, I just wanted to make that video again just to dispel some of the comments that were in there. The one comment was, when I cut the coin or when I cut the ring, it's too hot. And then if it's too hot, that's going to make the VDIs drop or whatever. That doesn't even make sense. That sounds like a wives' tale, but I just showed you right there, right? And the next one, Sergey said that I had this too close to the actual ring and that this was making the ring VDI drop. And as you've seen, I threw this completely away and I rang those rings completely by themselves. And you guys saw. The whole point of the video is damaged jewelry can ring up completely different than what you think in your mind. If the ring is complete profile round, it's going to give you a certain type of a tone and a target ID. If it's smashed, broken or whatever, I'm not really too sure if the ring is actually smashed like that. I still believe the continuity is the same. I haven't done a test on a smashed ring, but I do know that a busted ring like this will completely change it. It could go from 95 to 32. It can go from 71 to 35. Some of that stuff over there went from 95 to 13. It just depends. The ring is complete, good solid tone. You break it, it drops to something else. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you folks. I hope that video was conclusive enough. For those of you guys that still are on the fence, not believing it, please do us a favor. Go ahead and make some tests of your own where you're cutting up jewelry, because I'm sick and tired of cutting up rings. I mean, the first three rings were pure silver. That last ring was a silver coated or silver plated. And I'm not going to cut anymore. I'm not into cutting up all my jewelry. So that was that, man. The whole point of it also wasn't about the composition. I believe that whether it's gold, silver, titanium, whatever the hell the thing is, if you break that ring, it's going to ring up different. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. Joey Vegas D-Tech. I'll see you guys in the next upload. You guys be good.